Hi there, my friends. Good morning to all of you, and welcome to episode 119 of Let's Play Jade Cocoon 2. So as you can tell from my voice, I am still sick. It's, yes, been about a month, and what I had suspected was just the flu, ended up being bronchitis, hence why I have been ill for so long. But I'm making it, and I think I'm on the upward end of it, so I'm getting closer and closer to reaching my normal state of health, which is wonderful. So I thought, let's go ahead and try to get as much of this recorded as possible. I am praying that this will be our final recording session. So one of the other reasons I did end up delaying getting more videos of this out for you guys is because I wanted to wait and continue to receive feedback regarding whether or not you guys wanted me to immediately proceed with the post-game content, whether it was something you didn't care about at all and you just wanted to see the main story and you can look up post-game content separately, or if you were in the middle where you feel like, yeah, you'd like to see it eventually, but you're done with this for now. And it seems like a lot of you are more in the middle where you feel like you'd like to see the post-game content, but at this point, wrapping up the main story and us moving on to a brand new series seems to be the best option for everyone. So that's more than likely what I'm gravitating towards. I may not do the post-game content still. It just is going to depend on how much of a demand I receive for it in the future, but we'll see. For now, let's just focus on completing the actual game itself. I don't know if that's going to go down in this episode, but where we did leave off previously, we were successful in retrieving all of the lights of the 4 various orbs, and now Kahu has wings, which is kind of strange, but we're in the position now to sort of make our peace with anyone if we are at ill will with them, and to sort of do our final bout of shopping and amassing the items that we want to take with us into the final confrontation. So I'm going to actually work my way up backwards. We're going to visit the lounge and see if anyone has anything to say there. We'll stop by Kiki Nax to do some selling. We don't really have any business at the arena, honestly, so our last stop will be at the Room of Life. I think I'm going to have a bit of merging that I need to do, and I may or may not adjust my team further. I don't even remember what my intention was when I left off previously because I've been so sick and so busy with a bunch of other things. But 2-minute intro out of the way, let's go ahead and just head in here and see if folks have anything to share.
Huh? What's that? What's that? Wings? Huh? Wings? Wings? What's that? Cool.
Oh, these? They grew after I found the 4 marks in the Forest of Darkness.
Just like the Chosen One. No matter how I look at you, you don't look human.
Look who's talking, Nico. You're a fairy, aren't you? But you think they're weird?
Cool. I want some. Gimme. Where do you sell them? As a user of Alcos, I'd be perfectly natural to have wings. Even birdmen have wings.
Mine's 17 too. But those birdmen aren't even human. Why don't you stop being human?
Then, we torture Levant and make him spill the secret of wings. Come on, let's do it. All right, I'm rooting for you. Go for it, Kahu. Go, Kahu. Go.
Okay, what a weird conversation. And Nico murmured something before her final little dialogue spat, so I don't know what she said, but it probably doesn't matter and I don't even need to worry about it.
Go, Kahu. Go. Everybody together now. Go, Kahu. Go.
I'm glad people are finally taking my side, though.
The forest was unsealed, and the beast hunters left in the forest have returned.
Yeah, you're
Let
welcome.
me thank you on behalf of my friends.
Ah, gee, forget it. We gotta work together when in trouble. And it's not over yet. Not until I see Levant.
I see. A cocoon master clad in darkness is strong indeed. But I know you can do it.
I like the Gara's voice actors a lot. I think I've shared this with you guys in the past. I think the Drax have the best, but the Garas sound really nice too, and the Leaf Hunters as well.
Good luck, Kahu. We will all be praying for you to be victorious.
Wonderful, thank you. Do you have a scoop or anything for me?
Not much of a scoop, but want to hear anyway?
Oh, hey, he does have 2 new things to say. Fucking finally. Let's go with the Locusts of Apocalypse, or the Apocalypse. Oni Boo Boo, I think.
Oni Boo Boo are the locusts of the apocalypse, born of darkness. Were they to arise again, no one would be able to stop them.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, the only reason I remember that they were called Oni Boo Boo is because these were referenced in the first game on the PlayStation 1, and Mother Garai sort of talked a lot about them, and there was an Oni Boo Boo swarm that took over the hometown of Levant, so that's kind of cool that they're referencing them again. Anyway, the dragon god Camille.
Well, why did Levant fall into darkness? Why do you think? It must be the doing of the dragon known as Camille, who resides within him.
Camille? Isn't he an underling of the forest god?
Forced to guard the netherworld, he must have become angry. But that's just a rumor.
Okay, I don't know what he's trying to imply with this, but that's okay, we're done.
I gotta go. See you around.
Man, I said it in our last episode and I'll say it again. I do not think the wings look good at all.
Any jobs? Nah, there wouldn't be any. I can't be fooling around with this.
My mistake, Kahu. I didn't even technically mean to have us look at that. I think I'm just in the habit when you come to the lounge, you check for a job. But alright, let's visit with Kikinak and see what he has to say.
It's almost time. You ready? Don't give in to hesitation.
Yep, I'm a little excited. I'm gonna go straight in with my heart.
I'm sure you'll be able to get a good result. I believe in you.
Do you really believe in me, Kikinak, or do you just want to be making more money so people can be going in and out of the forest, and that's more than likely why you're rooting for me? I don't trust Kikinak in this game.
You must not waver against darkness. Can I explain anything?
Oh, okay, great. So we have more dialogue options with him as well. Let's just go through all of them, starting with, why was I chosen?
Why? Why was I chosen out of all those people?
I wonder why, too. Is there a reason why it had to be you?
I don't think so. I'm just a normal kid, right? I don't think I'm special.
Just the opposite of Levant. That's why you were chosen. Don't you think so?
Hey, cut that out, you two. Both of you are just talking nonsense.
Kahu and Levant. A pair of opposites. Kahu, that's what I think.
I don't quite get it. Huh? Am I the only one?
I don't get it either. But I can't do anything unless I go on.
I also think that's a weird thing for Kikinak to say, because if the implication here is that Levant was not humble or was not chosen because he too was a good person, then that almost doesn't even align with the lore of who can be chosen and what happened in the first game. Levant was actually a fairly noble person. I think he's just bitter and salty, and he recognizes that Elrim has admittedly done a lot of fucked up stuff. So that's odd for Kikinak to say, and I almost feel like that's kind of a traitor move if he's implying that Levant isn't a good person. But it's possible that he's also framing it that Kahu inherently is normal. You know, he was not destined to be a cocoon master like Levant was. He doesn't come from a long line of cocoon masters like Levant was. So the circumstances behind how they ended up becoming the chosen ones, that is admittedly different. And I guess it's the opposite in that sense. But I don't know, that was kind of confusing. Anyway, let's see, what is Elrim?
Kikinak, weren't you a spirit? Hey, did you ever get to meet Elrim?
No, never once. He's a pretty shy one. We were just giving orders. Even when I broke the pact, he still didn't show himself. I was abandoned.
I see. So no one has ever met him.
Why do you ask? Kahu, do you want to meet Elriel?
It's not like that. I was just wondering.
Okay. Well, lastly, who is Mabu?
When the four orbs shone, a woman appeared through the body of Nico. I think it was the power of that woman that made me the chosen one of light. Mabu was her name. It was the same when Levant fell into darkness.
Mabu, the light of hope. Hope that broke the Nagi curse. Hope that leads the brave. It may sound nice, but she is an unfortunate girl whose fate is long decided. Levant broke the curse and the Nagi found peace as people. And And Mabu too, of course. When Levant fell into darkness, she was probably the saddest of all. But the voice of Mabu did not reach the ears of Levant after falling into darkness. Both of them were clumsy. It was always like that. Kept on missing each other.
So is Mabu alive, or does her spirit just still reside in the temple? Or does it reside with Levant technically, and then when he dies, she dies? Those are the sorts of things that I wish they would address instead of kind of beating around the bush, but whatever. We got as much information out of Kiki Knack as it seems we're going to, so let's split.
Well, I gotta go. Levant is waiting.
Do not be deluded by darkness. Go with a pure heart, and you will be fine.
Oh man, Kiki Knack, can you share that with more people? That they need to have fucking pure hearts and stop being scuzzballs?
Good in the forest? I'll take it off your hands.
Okay, friends, let's quickly... I don't even know if I have anything to sell, actually. Oh, lies. I have 2 lovely gems. I've got some books that I will definitely want to use. But I think, aside from these Resurrect books, and I never got another one of those, the full heals, did I? But it's okay. Let's actually take a peek and see what... Oh, nothing. Alright, that's interesting. I was assuming that maybe their stock would have changed since we've gotten all 4 orbs their light back, but whatever. I think we're okay.
Going to the Forest of Darkness? There's a world of trouble. Why didn't you talk to my boss?
Already done. And we don't technically even have anything to throw into storage, so our final pit stop is to go to the Room of Life, and let's just see what needs to happen with merging. I'm confident that there are going to be a few people that need it. So I don't remember. Oh, I guess I should actually just check my beasts and see who's 20. Crap, LeBron, you're so close. Alright, so Deidre is ready. Ah, yes, I do recall that. Eladio is ready. Oh, so I only have 2. Alright, well, that'll be pretty easy. So give me just a second, friends. I'm going to merge Deidre up. I'm going to merge Eladio up. And I may or may not tweak my team a little bit, but we'll chat about it, and we'll kind of wrap up our episode by discussing the changes to my party. And if everything is pretty much set to go, and I think it will be, we should be ready to go ahead and head into the Dark Forest once more and see if we can actually go in and talk to Levant. I might want to grab a few more of these Resurrect books. I kind of wish I had grabbed full heals before finishing up everything with Cure's Dark Heart. But that's okay, you know, what's done is done, so be right back, everyone. Alright guys, welcome back. So I was able to take the time to do the merging, and I was mistaken. I thought it was just Deidre and Eladio that I needed to mess with, but I did end up doing some merging for the 4 new eggs that we had picked up a while ago, so Nikita, Sinclair, Desmond, and Ali. So as for my team, I did go ahead and decide that I'm not going to switch it up too much. I did a slight bit of rearranging, however. So as you can see, Crash and Deidre have switched places. And the reason for that is I ended up giving Deidre the S-rank fire ability called Killer Chance. It was just something that I thought would be pretty nice to have, especially since you do get the passive Berserk, which increases your damage based on how much damage you actually receive. So I thought if we're going into the final boss fight fairly soon, even if we have a couple little like grunt battles we need to sift through first, I figured that this was going to be a good route to take with her. Especially considering this could be the last time we end up using a lot of these beasts anyway. I think our lineup is good enough. Soldona was okay for getting group chip damage, but I think I'd rather just have raw power at this point, especially since we are getting Regulina off from Sierra, and we do have Barian still from my Earth side. So I think this is going to be fine. I will make sure that everything is saved and good to go so that we do not go into something and get our asses kicked. Although nothing really happened, so I guess I don't need to be paranoid and save. But this is my team again, just as a refresher for those of you who haven't seen what's been going on since our last episode. Oh, I guess let me go this way So this is Sierra. We just peeped her info. Crash, we saw his. Deidre, we saw hers. This is Sheldon, still basic ass Sheldon, but that's okay. And Kai, whom we're still waiting to see his final form. So I don't know if maybe I should run around one of the regular forests and see what happens, but you know what? As bad as this sounds, I don't really care that much. And then we still have Prissy Pants, my girl. So I think we're pretty much set to go. Let's run back to Kiki Nax. I am going to buy maybe 3 more Resurrect books. I think better safe than sorry. And even though we have items that I could use if I was going to be running through an actual forest, I don't know if it's going to immediately throw us into the fight with Levant or what. Although thinking about it, maybe I should just run through a water forest and see what I can pick up. Because at the very least, I think I can get better healing books than this, which would also be very helpful in case I'm not in the position to switch to Sierra and have her heal. I don't know. I'll go ahead and buy 2 of these. And then I guess, friends, what I will do is I'm going to make my way. Yeah, I'm decided. I think this might be a good call for me. Even if I don't get anything completely useful out of it, it's still good to see if we can get Kai to hit his final form. And at the very least, maybe Deidre will hit a second form, which I think increases her stats even more. So it's still within my best interest to do this. So I'm going to run through Water Return once, maybe twice, see what I can pick up. And when we come back together in our next episode, I will show you all of these spoils that end up dropping after this little side mission that I'm taking. And then we will be ready to go and chat with Levant and see what needs to happen in order to stop all of this madness from continuing to spiral out of control. So thank you very much, my friends. As always, I am your host, Rabbit. I am a little bit sick, but hopefully I will be better soon, so I apologize if I lack a bit of enthusiasm in these upcoming episodes. But, whew, guys, going on like week 4 of being ill, so I appreciate your positive vibes, and I will see you in our upcoming episode.